Good day I bid to all of you, to my course-mates, and special greetings I give to Dr. NURUL FADLY BIN HABIDIN. My name is Tedong, matrix number D2018-108-2028, and I will be representing my group to present about our downtime assignment. And for this assignment, we choose Toyota Motor Corporation, and we will dive straight into the presentation. I will start first with the overview of the corporation. Now, Toyota was founded back in Japan in 1937. The name Toyota itself was taken from a family name of the founder, which is Kichiro Toyoda, and they somehow replicate the name to make it as Toyota. The main headquarters of this company is located in Aichi Prefecture, Japan, of course, and the company focuses on selling vehicles and spare parts. The production conducts its business worldwide and in more than 170 companies and territories where the vehicles and the spare part has been sold. The vision of the company is to be the most successful and respected car company in America, and the mission is to attract and attain customers with high-value products and services and the most satisfying ownership in America. Next, we will dive straight into the downtime, and a little bit introduction about downtime is this study focuses on the method and instrument used by Toyota Motor Corporation, which lead into failure, disruptions, and faults. Downtime recognizes any of those data as an unplanned event or function. At this point, the outrage would face maintenance for a certain period of time for it to be function as normal. A well-known concept used in many industries is reducing downtime to improve efficiency, as it is been done by Toyota. Now, its effectiveness is it relies on a specific case. Now we will take a look about how Toyota manage their downtime and what categories of downtime they have specified. Of course, downtime is an acronym for several parts or methods that will be used in the content. So the first, we will take a look about defects on products, or summarized as D from the downtime. So there are 5 whys. Now, this methodologies is a vital component on its problem solving. Now, looking at the 5 whys, we can take a look on Toyota's. What are the 5 whys that is being implemented by Toyota? So one of the common whys that is being implemented by Toyotas and how they prevent this from happening is: why did the machine stop? Why is the circuit overload? Why was there an insufficient lubricant on the bearings? Why is the pump not circulating sufficient oil? And lastly, why is the intake clogged with metal shavings? These are some of the defects of production, or 5 whys that Toyota is being implemented. Now, the next defects of production is poka yoke. This is basically common throughout any manufacturing industries. Now, poka yoke refers to any aspect of production process that helps Toyota member prevent mistakes. So basically, this is a precaution step that is supposed to be taken during this downtime failure. And next is the 5S. And basically, this is an acronym in Japanese, which translates as Seiri, which replicates as sword, Seiton, I hope I said right, which means systemize, Seiso, which means shine, and Seiketsu, which means standard or standardized, and then we have Shikutsu, which means sustainability. Alright, next we will take a look at the overproduction, the second part of downtime. Now, Toyota focus on Kanban. For those of you who are not familiar with this, Kanban board will display goods in and goods out, and also production in and production out in the most simplest form to avoid any overproduction or any waste of supplies. And for the third part on the downtime is waiting time. Now, waiting time, Toyota focuses on standard work, refers as organizing work for better efficiency and preserving orders. Alright, for the fourth downtime, Toyota, which is not utilizing talent, Toyota focus on 2 aspects, which is Kaizen and also Muri. Kaizen refers to a philosophy that helps to guarantee optimum output, waste elimination, and also improve productivities. As for MURI, Toyota focus on waste of overburden, which is a well-known contributing factor in decreased productivity and employee morale across the board. That is the fourth. Now we will take a look at the fifth downtime factors, which is being implemented by Toyota. The fifth is transportation, stands for T. Alright, so Toyota use muda. In common language, muda means waste and refers to a wide variety of non-value adding practices in management terms. So basically, muda means whatever it is that you do in management that are not being used pretty well in the production firms or in the production section. As for the sixth downtime component is inventory excess. Now Toyota, as many other Japanese companies, they focus on just-in-time or JIT. We already know what this is, but I'm just going to briefly explain. This refers to a methodology aimed primarily at reducing within at production system as well as response times and suppliers and the customers. So basically, just-in-time means you produce the same amount that you will be selling to the same customer. That means you won't be producing any waste, or you won't be wasting any supplies. That means you are specifically giving the output the same number that you will be sold later. So that is what basically just-in-time means. And for the seventh downtime is motion waste, and also Toyota also implemented muda on this section, basically because to improve the work of workers and raise health and safety standard, activities involving repetitive motion should be revamped. This is basically what it should be improvised in the machine section, because machine is the part where repetitive motion will be standardized, because cars would be built through machine these days, no more humans. And last but not least, the final component of downtime, which is being implemented by Toyota, is excess processing. Now they have two components under the excess processing. The first one is visual stream mapping, or more commonly known as VSM. VSM is an efficient method to map the process involved, visually show the relationship between production processes, and to distinguish value-added and non-value-added operations. So basically what is being emphasized by VSM is Toyota want to differentiate between what's important and what's not important, what's crucial and what's not crucial. So basically they want to reinforce the operation so that they will focus on the common objective and neglect what is not common to their production. And the second part of the excess processing is MURI. This refers to the preceding system must be stored with small numbers of all types of components and generate only the numbers of components that were collected from the next step by an operator. So this is more focused on the machinery itself, on how the operator or the workers or the supervisor should emphasize and supervising the machine themselves to avoid any downtime failure in the near future. So that is the downtime that is being implemented by Toyota, and we can see that although Toyota is a great company, they also acknowledge how failure can affect their production very, very hard. So next and last part of the presentation, I will briefly explain on the conclusion. So to conclude the downtime of Toyota, as we know, downtime is very crucial to identify a possible breakthrough with such modeling between downtime. So the first breakthrough that we can summarize from this company is prevention of oversimplifying conclusions, which means don't take stuff too simple and don't take anything for granted, especially in a company that is being well known worldwide. And second, careful attention to the processing of data and downtime. This is being explained early on the earlier part. And the third conclusion is precise probabilistic characterization of sets and empirical data, which means numbers are important in production. Do not ever neglect numbers Do not do something based on assumption. Do something based on research and data. That is what being emphasized by Toyota. And last but not least, right use in the face of downtime of simulation tools in modeling process logic. So basically, when you want to do something, make sure you have the knowledge. You don't just assume stuff to be working. That is what Toyota is trying to provide in their downtime component. And Toyota Motor Company is aware of the possible effects of that downtime of equipment produced or the cost of their product, and therefore indirectly their revenue. So whatever it is that is being misused, whatever it is problem that is being occurred in the companies, they acknowledge that as their weakness and they try to fix it, because whatever it is that happens on the operation is their revenue. Whatever input they have will be their output. And yeah, so Toyota Motor Company is a great company to do this kind of research, and that is all from me and from my group. Hope you guys understand, and I hope to see you guys very soon. So thank you for watching, and this is all about my presentation. Have a nice day.